If you're craving a sandwich that is incredibly satisfying, this Italian sub layers bold flavors onto a soft sourdough hoagie roll. With these super simple tips, it's worth every bite. If you have the time, I highly recommend making my sourdough sub rolls that are incredibly flavorful, soft, and chewy. If you don't have the time, lean towards rolls that are soft enough to bite through easily, but strong enough to hold all the layers of the sandwich without falling apart. One of the best ways to make sure every bite has the delicious flavor of Italian dressing is to make a small amount of the vinaigrette and then toss the finely shredded iceberg in it. Dried oregano is usually the traditional herb used for this vinaigrette, but ground rosemary or basil are both delicious. It just depends on personal preference. Once your lettuce is dressed, slice and prepare your veggies. Just know that there are so many fun variations that I've included within the recipe post, such as artichoke hearts, roasted red peppers, or arugula. Slice the rolls and, if desired, lightly toast for extra structure. Spread a thin layer of mayonnaise on both sides and then place the cheese directly on the bread. This helps create a barrier that will help keep the bread intact. For these sandwiches I use provolone, but mozzarella, fontina, or Asiago could all be delicious options. If you really want to knock this sandwich out of the park, go to an Italian deli and use at least 3 different types of Italian cured meats. The variety will bring depth and that signature deli flavor. Also, aim for about 4 to 5 ounces of meat per sandwich and make sure the meat is covering the bread edge to edge so that every bite is full of flavor. Top the meat with the dressed lettuce, then layer on the red onion, pepperoni, and tomatoes. If pepperoni slices are a little too spicy, dill pickle slices are a great alternative, or sliced olives can add a briny punch without the heat. Once the tomato slices are added, sprinkle with salt and pepper, which will enhance the tomato's flavor. Once the sandwich is assembled, wrap it tightly in parchment paper and let it rest for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. This will allow all the flavors to meld together, making the sandwich even more irresistible. To wrap the sandwich, lay the sheets of parchment paper at an angle so that they form an X shape, with a wide space of overlap in the center. Place the sandwich in the middle, where the sheets cross. Fold the corner that's closest to you up and over the sandwich, then fold in the sides. Start rolling, making sure to pull snug around the sandwich. Continue rolling and folding the sides in. Finish by tucking the ends underneath the sandwich or secure the parchment paper with tape or twine. For more recipes like this and for weekly inspiration, make sure to head on over to thefedupfoodie.com and sign up for my newsletter where I share recipes and tips in helping to make cooking from scratch approachable.